What's up, people? It's another edition of the New Breed Podcast, the world's best new metal podcast from two dudes who are really there. I'm one half of your hosting duo, Jay Horse Cow. With you, I have my partner in crime, the notorious TIM. Tim, how's it going?
Great, man.
Fantastic. So this week we're going to be diving into our albums of the month for January of 2024. If you're just catching up or if this is your first time watching, listening, what we do is once a month, Tim and I sit down and we talk about all the new things that we've been listening to, mainly as a cheat to help us remember at the end of the year to what actually came out and what we really liked. But before we go into that, we have a voicemail number that a couple of people left some messages for, so we're going to listen to them live for the first time. Again, Tim and I have no idea what's on this voicemail. So we're going to just play it and see how it goes. All right, Tim, hit the first one.
There we go.
Hey, Jay and Tim. I just wanted to come by and say that I have another band to recommend to you guys. The God Awful Truth. I bought his Death Process. It's pretty damn good and very out of sync kind of timing. Very hardcore influence, so I think you guys will both like it a lot. Hope to see you guys play it. Have a good day. Bye.
Did he say God Awful Truth?
Yep.
I fucking love that band name.
That is a great band name. I wrote it down. I'm going to give it a listen. We're going to listen to it tomorrow with Fudge Tunnel. Yep.
Gonna put it in my playlist as well. All right, here's another one.
All right.
Yo, cocksucker, I'm coming to every concert from now on and pissing right next to your fucking feet so you have to walk through it, you ball bag.
All right, I know who that is.
So it must have been us complaining about concert etiquette, but it's okay. Go for it.
There's another one.
Yo, you shitbag. Murder's out, disco's out, murder's in. Better book than any of them fucking books you mentioned. Let's see what else. Slash's book was good. Rex Brown's book was fucking phenomenal. And Duff McKagan is freedom, shithead.
I actually have that Disco's Out, Murders In, but I didn't talk about it. It's a story, Tim, about the punk rock gangs in Southern California. And like they would legit like go to shows and beat each other up and stabbings and like it was literally like the suicidal tendency scene. But it was a really good read. So I don't know who that was. It's probably one of your mutant friends.
It's my buddy Vince, yeah.
But he's not wrong. It's a great read. It's really fascinating. Of like there was legit violence and shit with the shows at the time, which is kind of wild.
Yeah, Vince is the mastermind behind my old band I was in, Live Set Disaster.
Okay.
One of the best riff writers in punk rock ever. I don't care what anyone says. Dude writes great riffs. Love you, Vince. But yeah, that was Vince. I knew that as soon as I seen the number, I was like, oh, I know these are going to be good. So I will definitely read that punk book he was talking about because that sounds very interesting to me.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a cool story, and it's the story about how it's one guy who joins and what he goes through, and then how things basically just he leaves that life behind. But it's really kind of cool, really really cool.
Awesome.
All right, so what do we got? We got January. What's our albums of the month? So you go first, Tim, and then we'll bounce and forth.
You want to start with singles?
Whatever. Yeah.
All right, let's start with singles. So at the beginning of the month, we had a single from Gates to Hell called Resurrected. So they signed to Nuclear Blast, and I listened to it, and I was like, yo, man.
That's good.
They are going to be the new hot thing soon.
Yep.
I think.
Yep.
I absolutely love the band name. That's a fucking great name. That shirt you gave me with the purple one, I fucking love that. Great fucking band name. Yeah, I really think they're gonna go places, especially being signed to Nuclear Blast. Good stuff, man.
Okay.
Also Maggie Lindemann put out a new song called Hostage. That's really good. So if you're into the stuff that she did before, I think it was 2 years ago. Was it 22 we did that?
I think so, yeah.
Adam? We did the pick 3 with him. She just put out that song called Hostage, really good. Bayway this week just put out the Bayway anthem.
Yo, that song is fucking awesome.
I mean, what else is there to say? It's fucking Bayway, and it was brutal, of course, and I loved it, man.
Awesome.
other than that, that was about the only good singles that came out, in my opinion. So, what do
Yeah,
you got?
I'm looking at my phone to see what else I've got there. I thought there was a Vilhirta this year, but that was last year. Um, I had my buddy, shout out to my buddy Horsey. He sent me a track from Exocrine. Was that the no, that's an actual album. What did he send me a single from? Hideous Divinity,
Oh, yeah, yeah, I heard that. Yeah,
the
okay.
Numinous one. That's actually really good.
Yeah, I did hear that actually. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I
That
think
record's coming out soon.
end of December, Darko had a single with
Mm.
Shanghai. Evil Gloom did another song. They did Blue Nausea.
That was the one
Uh
that had the slower version and the
yes.
faster version. Yeah.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. And yeah, that's all I had for single wise. Oh, and Bill Herta did Crystal Flagel, I think.
Oh,
I
yeah, yeah,
definitely
yeah.
butchered that.
Yeah, I heard that. It's funny because this episode will probably be shorter because it's January of the new year. I mean, not much shit's gonna come out.
Yeah, I only
Uh,
got a list of a couple of things. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I'll keep going though. So EPs, the Many Eyes Future Proof EP, very very good. I was expecting the same old Every Time I Die stuff coming from Jordan or what's his name, the
Keith.
singer Keith.
Keith.
I was pleasantly surprised with the sound of this band though. It's really good, like rock centric stuff. I really really dig that EP, man. Um, Escuela Grind with death metal,
Yep, that's on my list. Yeah, I think that's great.
dude. That's a fucking banger EP right there.
Yeah,
I don't,
they're gonna be big. I think they're really gonna be big.
yeah, I don't understand the whole huge spelling of death metal. I mean, whatever, it doesn't matter to me. But yeah, the song with Barney on it rules.
Yeah.
Great fucking EP, man. That band that we talked about, we did a song on reaction song Freak. They put out an EP called Broken Beyond Repair. If you like the new metal stuff that's coming out, you're gonna love this. It's 5 songs. Came out I think January 12th, I believe. Really fucking good, man. I would love to get that dude on. He's got a good mind for this stuff, and I think they're gonna be a band that's gonna you're gonna be hearing about real soon.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, the only EPs I had was I had a Squala Grind and I had the new Kaunashi EP.
I didn't even listen to it.
The Three Faces of Beauty, a violent misinterpretation of Morgan Montgomery. I this is them getting skronky and more mathy. I hate the sound of car keys. We actually did a reaction vid too. That's probably
Yeah.
the most mathy on this album. It's not bad. It's again, his voice is like it's an acquired taste. But I think this actually sounds really good. It sounds really mature for them. Um, I'd be curious to see how they pull off some of it live. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Not bad. I went back to it a couple times. I'm like, yeah, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. I mean, it really does. For me, though, when we talked about this, it really does depend on the lyrical content of the stuff because I can't. I'm so far out of high school that type of conversation doesn't do much for me.
Yeah, 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 definitely. Um, there was a honestly a lot of EPs that came out, but most of the stuff has just bored me to death. I mean, at this point in my life, music really has to captivate me right away for me to like it.
Yeah, it's got to grab you. Yep.
It's got to grab me right away, and most of this stuff these days just doesn't. No, not talking shit on artists and stuff. I love that people get music out there, but most stuff these days I've heard a million times. I just go, whatever.
Yeah, it's hard to not get a little bit jaded when you come across so much. Yep.
Exactly. Full lengths. Please tell me you've heard this Infant Island record.
No.
Holy shit. All right, so this band, I've never heard of them until now. They're called Infant Island. The record's called Wreath. This is a wild fucking record, dude. Very hard to explain. I'd say if you're a fan of like super like heavy chaotic screamo mixed with like a post black metal feel, I think you're gonna love this one.
That's a fucking wild description.
Dude, this record is fucking disgusting, dude. Like, it's not like black metal in a sense where it's like, oh yeah, it's satanic-y black. It's no, it's not like that, dude. It's like Death Heaven mixed with like Jerome's Dream, mixed with like
Okay.
End or something. It's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, I'm looking and I'm looking, they get lumped in with Portrayal of Guilt. right?
There
Which
you
I
go.
I
There
get
you
I
go.
get that.
It's way better in portrayal of guilt, though. I think you're gonna love this record, Jay.
Okay.
I
Influences are Boards of Canada, Cloud Rat, Panopticon, This Will Destroy You, Gift from God. All right.
I forgot about Gift from God. You know what? I don't think we're gonna get popped for this. I'm gonna put on a song since my. Oh, I'm sorry. It's called Obsidian Wreath. My bad.
Yes.
I'm gonna put on a cut. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, that snare is fucking
Yeah, I'm
ridiculous,
sold.
dude.
I'm
Yep.
sold.
Yep, I told you, dude. I knew you would fucking like that. Listen to that record tomorrow. It's fucking amazing.
Yep, I'm in.
It's weird because January I already have 2 records in my top 10. Not that are going to be in my top 10 at the end of the year, but these are solidly in there right now for
I've got 2. Yep.
you know what I'm saying. They're
Yeah.
solidly in there for maybe they're going to be in there. And the next one is the new Static X with Project Regeneration Volume 2. It went from November to February, then it came out in January. I don't know what the fuck the deal with that was, but I'll tell you what, man. The first listen, I was like, okay, I really like the first one better. The second and third listen, I was like, yo, man, this record is so good. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, I do know what they're doing, but not having Wayne in there is obviously sucks because he was Static X. But dude, the songs that they are doing without him, man, dude, I think he would be super proud of this stuff, dude. This record, I let you hear that one song before we came on, dude. This record is amazingly good. So many fucking ear candy riffs. I mean, it's I can't
I'll
wait
check it
till they
out.
tour again, dude, because I'm going again when they come around. That show was amazing. This record's amazing. This will be in my top 10 no matter what. Because the
Okay.
more I listen to it, the more I love it.
Okay.
Next full length is a band called Drown in Sulfur with Dark Secrets of the Soul. This is some really good black and deathcore out on Scarlet Records. I think you're gonna love this one as well.
Drown in Sulfur.
Yeah, it's called Dark Secrets of the Soul.
God, there's no way, dude. There's no way I can fucking keep up with you.
I am gonna put a thing of that on as well because I don't think we're gonna get killed for this. I mean, usually
Yeah.
we get killed for like
Big label stuff, Century Media. Yeah.
yeah, like we get killed for that kind of stuff. So I want you to hear a little bit of this too. This is more along the lines of like it's hard to even say honestly. Let's see. Let's see what you think. Wait, no. Wait, no, that's a bad representation right there. Hold on. Here we go.
I don't think it was bad.
There you go. Yeah, so I think you might like that.
Yeah, I will definitely get into that. Shit.
Yeah, that just came out. That's a really good record. Like I said, if you like black and deathcore stuff, I mean, even in the videos, they have corpse paint on, so you already know how that's gonna be.
Yep, sold.
My last full length is the new Benny the Butcher with Everybody Can't Go. This is his major label debut on Def Jam. If you're familiar with Griselda and all that stuff, and Benny and Conway the Machine, all that stuff, and you like that hip hop stuff like that, this is a fucking amazing hip hop record. The gangster side of it is still there, but if you're a hip hop rap fan, you know once a hip hop artist goes to a major label, you start getting you start getting the mainstream
Yeah.
beats added in and the mainstream singing added in. If you're a hip hop head, you know what I'm talking about. He's starting to go that way. I understand why they do it though. It brings money in. It sells records and stuff. But I am a huge fan of Benny. I think he's one of the best rappers out right now. So if you're into hip hop, go listen to the new Benny the Butcher. It's called
Well,
Everybody Can't Go.
to your point, Tim, I mean, when they get signed to a major label and they get that chance for a big push, you don't want to potentially alienate your audience. It's like a band who gets signed and gets more commercial sounding, or a TV show that, nerd culture stuff that, you got to become more palatable.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I understand why they do it. I'm just a huge fan of the more boom bap, like gangster sounding rap. I do like, the newer rap, like not that atmosphere is new, but like that new sound. I do like that stuff, but I prefer the boom bap,
Yeah.
that kind of sound. So, but if you're in the hip hop, Griselda, all that stuff, check this one out. It's good.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just added it. I mean, whatever. I'll give it a listen. Okay, so I got I got 3 full lengths you haven't mentioned. So the first one just came out. I think it was like January 9th, beginning of the year. Trevor Something and Archetypes.
Oh yeah, okay.
So this is anybody who's ever watched or listened before knows we're big fans of Trevor Something here. We keep reaching out to him. I'd really love to get him on the show. So this is an album. It's 12 songs and it's only covers. It's only covers, and the covers are unbelievable. And it's covers. It's the best way to describe it is Trevor Something doing X, like covering X. Like, so the first couple tracks, Wicked Game by Chris Isaak.
It's great.
Sade, No Ordinary Love. It's No Good by Depeche Mode. Hey You by Pink Floyd. The Man Who Sold the World, David Bowie. Then we've got All That She Wants, which is, I forget who sings that. Ace of Base?
Yeah.
Yes. 9 Inch Nails with Closer. Sexy Back, Justin Timberlake. Radioactivity, I forget who does that. Love Lockdown is Kanye. Love Song is The Cure, and Deftones. Changing the House of Flies. So it's an album of Trevor Something reinterpreting all these artists' music in the way he makes his music. And it is, I would play it, but I'm having trouble with the Bandcamp app. If the volume is too high, I'll blow people's ears out. But if you like any of those artists we just named, if you like electronic and stuff, if you were into Gunship or Time Cop and all that other stuff we've talked about, definitely check out this album. It's fucking great.
Yeah, it is great. And I totally forgot to mention it. I love that Deftones cover. The Depeche Mode cover is great.
I mean, he reinterprets this stuff in a great way.
Yeah, I kind of figured he was going to put something out along them lines because he was putting singles out last year, like I think it was like once a month or something. And it was all covers. And I was like, this is interesting. But then as soon as you told me, you're like, oh, new record's out. I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah, it is. And what is it? It's 12 tracks, right?
Yeah, it's 12 tracks. It's a big one. Yeah.
Yeah, I love how he said he was done and he just puts out more music all the time. I love that
he just
shit.
keeps
like,
going, yeah.
Like, hey, I'm done, but here you go. Here's fucking 16 more songs for you.
Yep. Wait, I can't stop. Here's another album. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my first pick for one of the great albums to come out so far this year. My next pick is the band we were just talking about with John Slower. So this is a super group with guys and gals from Monolord, Lowrider, Caius, Year of the Cobra, Kalesa, and Fu Manchu. And this is a band doing doom and sludge interpretations of Slayer songs. Yes, Slayer songs. So it is stuff like they do War Ensemble. They do South of Heaven. They do, what else? It's Dead Skin Mask, The Antichrist. Like, it is great. Imagine a Slayer song that's typically 2.5 to 3 minutes. Slow it down and make it 9 minutes long. It's awesome. So I'm a big Monolord fan. I'm really can't wait for that new album when they eventually get one. But if you like sludge, if you like stoner rock, if you like doom, this is definitely something to check out. Even if you're just a Slayer fan and don't like any of those subgenres, check this out because they do interesting interpretations on, Hanneman and Company's work. It's really, really amazing.
It's definitely very interesting. I remember I was looking through the new releases and I put them on and I was like, this is super interesting, but I just can't listen to it.
Oh, I put it on in the background and I fucking love it. And you have female vocalists, so it adds a different take to it. And their vocals are almost haunting in the sense the way it comes in and comes out. It's not aggressive. It's not a stutter like or a stop start. There's no staccato like Tom Araya's vocals. It's really, really good.
Okay.
Hey, but not for everybody. Not for everybody.
Definitely.
My last pick, which is 100% going to be in my top 10 of this year, and I'm calling it right now. Suffer and Become by Vitriol from Portland, Oregon.
Oh, I fucking forgot to listen to the rest of that.
Dude, this album is a monster. I mean, and it's one of those you got to put on a pair of headphones. Their last album was great. This is so much. It's so much more mature. It's heavier. There's parts that are faster. The sweep picking is unreal.
Yeah, this
Unreal.
I listened to the first like 4 or 5 tracks, and it literally reminds me of a more chaotic version of Hate Eternal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Fun of that, you got through the first 4 or 5 is Survival's Careening Inertia. That song is amazing. Weaponized Losses right after that. 10 tracks, and it's unbelievable. So if you like thrash, if you like heavier music, Hate Eternal's a good comparison. If you like Cattle to Cap, Morbid Angel, shit, I would even put them against Archspire, right? They're a less speedy version of Archspire. But yeah, this album is unreal. It's just unreal.
They're out of Portland, right?
Yep, Portland, Oregon. Yep.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, they're going out with I forget who they're touring with. Who are they opening for, Tim?
They just announced that tour. I don't remember, but while you're looking that up, speaking of tours, we might as well talk about some tours for the month too. That Dying Fetus tour, holy fuck, dude.
So it's Dying Fetus, Full of Hell,
Yeah,
200 Stab Wounds,
dude.
and then the revolving opener is Psycho Frame, and who else?
Cruelty.
Yeah. And they're on the tour. They're not a revolving opener. They're on the tour.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, dude, that is the sickest tour right now.
Dude, I might make a drive.
There's no Philly date.
No, because they did Philly with the last tour. It's up in Sayreville. I would probably go to Sayreville for that. I just got to look at the dates. So Vitriol's going out with the Chaos and Carnage tour. So it's Cattle to Cap, Carnifex, Rivers of Nile, Humanity's Last Breath, Zenith Passage, Vitriol, and Face Yourself. Face Yourself.
Dude, wait. Say that lineup again.
Cattle to Cap, Carnifex,
okay.
Rivers of Nile,
Uh,
Humanity's Last Breath,
ah,
the Zenith Passage,
eh.
Vitriol,
Mm-hmm.
and Face Yourself. That last Zenith Passage album was really good, dude.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I can't pick which tour I like better out of them two, honestly.
That's May 11th at Reverb.
Wow, dude.
Let me look and see what date of the week that falls on. We might have to make a trip because that's a fucking
Cattle
lineup.
Decap and fucking Rivers. Oh man, dude.
That's a Saturday.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's a Saturday.
Reverb's not a bad place either.
No, it might be worth the drive.
I mean, I guess if we go, you're just gonna have to come here and one of us will drive.
Yeah. We got to think about that. I gotta hold on. Let me make a note to myself. May 11th. And this is Vitriol, Cattle, Nile, and Humanity's Last Breath at Reverb.
Yeah, that Humanity's Last Breath record is so fucking good.
Oh, it's unreal. And you see that so speaking of that, Buster, did you see that tour? It's gonna be Body Snatcher, Spite, Throne, and the dueling openers, the local openers are gonna be Cell and Psycho Frame.
I don't think that he tours with Throne. I might be wrong. Because isn't that the same time as the
Maybe?
Humanities? I don't think he tours with them, honestly.
Maybe. I don't know.
I think he's in the band. It's kind of like a Will Putney thing where he doesn't tour with Fit.
Okay.
I could be wrong though.
Let me look up hold on.
Because I remember I seen a video of them in Columbus or something, and I don't think he played for that.
So Dying Fetus is 4/26.
Okay.
April 26th. What do I got going on that week? That's a Friday night, dude. I might be down for that.
And that's the one at Reverb.
That's the one up in Sayreville. So you come here, we'll go to Starland Ballroom.
I've never been there.
Dude, it's an awesome venue. The last time I was there, I saw I think I've definitely said this before. I saw it was Hatebreed, Exodus, Napalm Death, Black Dahlia Murder, Despised Icon, and First Blood.
God damn, dude.
Jesus, what a fucking lineup that was, right? Yeah,
that's the place E-Town plays yearly, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What is that, North Jersey?
It's near New Brunswick, so kind of central, kind of maybe. What was the tour we were just talking about? Before this, we were talking about Fetus. We were talking about
Humanity's Last Breath.
Vitriol, Humanity's Last Breath. No, it was Spite and Throne and dude, Knock Loose. Knock Loose is going out with Show Me the Body, and who
Oh,
else?
yeah, Loathe.
Which I'm gonna guess. Oh, and Speed
Speed,
from
yeah.
Australia. Tim, I'm gonna put it on record. I'm gonna guess that by this point, and the tour starts at the end of April, I think Knock Loose and Loathe will both have new albums out at this point.
Hmm.
And if they don't have new albums out, they're gonna be playing stuff off an upcoming album. Because we know that Knock Loose is always in the studio recording shit. And Loathe just basically took a long year. So
I'm very excited for that. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's going to be awesome. But yeah, so back to Vitriol. Check out Suffer and Become. Put on a pair of headphones. This is definitely going to be in my top 10. This is a monster album.
Yeah, the songs I heard were ridiculous, man.
Yeah, just unreal.
There's
I-
there's also this thing I want to go through, which is hilarious. Some YouTube comments that people
Okay.
have put up because these are hilarious right here. So this is from our Glassjaw episode, Everything You Ever Wanted to Know. So this guy says, the stance you take on the lyrics is pretty poor, honestly. If someone writes an album primarily about a time in which they were almost killed by a person who is a different race to them and heavily implies throughout the album and in their explanations of the lyrics that all people of that race are like that one individual, is that okay? There are countless albums that are written about breakups that tackle the subject in a more nuanced and less offensive way. So I don't think the excuse that breakups are difficult is really valid. The comment on the woke stuff is pretty bad as well. You're allowed to like the album while still thinking the lyrics, or at least how the lyrics are written, are tasteless or offensive.
Who was this from?
So, at BNIDDO on YouTube. Bro, what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't get what he was trying to say.
I don't understand what you're trying to say either. So good for you, buddy.
Like, are we supposed to be like? I don't get it.
I think he's saying that we're offended, and I'm not offended at all by that record. That doesn't
No.
offend me at all, buddy. So
No.
I don't know what interpretation you got from it, but this is probably like a 13-year-old in his basement or some shit. So, but the comments that we get on this video are hilarious, dude. It's just like you guys are fucking idiots, and this is art. Okay, buddy. Like we get it, man.
Yeah, like this person is. I mean, what is he trying to say? What are they trying to say?
I don't know. I don't think he interpreted it that well at all. That what we were trying to say. Like, yeah, the lyrics are kind of shitty, but like I love the record. Whatever,
I don't
dude.
know. I guarantee you the person who commented this is like 15 or 16. I guarantee.
That's what I'm saying. It's
But-
like some
but
13-year-old.
To your point, Tim, that's the one comment. And then the comment right below it is, I stand behind everything written lyrically on this album. It's the art of adolescence. You can't put your shoes in the of another and do an hour and change or remove yourself from the mundane life and separate life from art. Yep. Yeah. I mean,
I kind of feel like that one dude was trying to say like because his girlfriend was a different race. I don't know what race his girlfriend.
no, I
is.
think
don't
he's
fucking
he's
care
trying to
either.
make a tie with, I think, misogyny and with I don't know. I don't know. Look, it's from fucking 1990 whatever. Like,
Yeah, was
the
his
world
girlfriend
is different. Yeah.
Was his girlfriend like Asian or black or something? Who gives a
No,
fuck?
I don't think
care
so. It doesn't
about
even
that.
matter. It doesn't even
Who
matter.
cares?
Yeah.
Nobody said anything about race, buddy. So
Yeah.
I just love YouTubers that list comment. It's just great. I love reading this shit, man. I think people do a big disservice when they have a YouTube account where you don't reply to stuff, because I think I just love when people get like pissed off and they just slam their keyboard at you. I fucking love that shit, man.
Yeah, it's like, relax. Have a beat. Have a beat. Yeah.
Yeah, like there's a lot of people who I think that are like, I'm not commenting because, I'm just engaging. Yeah, you need the engagement, buddy. More comments, the more your fucking stuff gets shown, man. You got to go with the times here, buddy. But I just wish we got more comments like that so I could just read them off on these episodes.
Right.
since
It
they're
kind of makes
hilarious.
life interesting. Yeah.
Just like the voicemails. Maybe we'll stick to the voicemails for these episodes. So
Yeah,
you'll
that
hear 'em,
works.
you know what I mean?
It works. Yeah. Some of these comments are great.
So let's do this before we get out of here. What are you looking forward to, man? What's coming out you're looking forward to?
Oh my God, I didn't even write anything down.
I didn't either. So,
Skeletal Remains.
yep.
I fucking
Yep.
love that band. I think it's going to be great. Um, I know we know that we know that Orthodox will probably have something this year.
They said they're announcing something soon. I'm assuming it's the
Uh,
new record.
Boundaries will definitely have something this year. Kubla Khan has
Yeah,
something this year. That tour, that show sold out in Philly.
I heard like real quick.
So
Yeah,
I'm either gonna get secondary tickets or the next night it's up in Sayreville. It's them, Momentum, and I forget who else is on it, but I'm like, yeah, I think I want to go to that.
I'm thinking. So every 4 years, it looks like Deftones puts a record out. Um, what's his name came out in 2020 in September. So it's 4 years later. I'm thinking we're getting a Deftones record this year. I think we are. I think we're gonna get a Fear Factory single at least. I can't wait to hear that with Milo. I'm really excited to hear him on record, man.
I thought he was great live, man.
Yeah.
I thought he was great live.
I think we're getting that. I'm looking forward to that new Loathe. I think that is going to catapult them completely out of the stratosphere.
I think so too. I think so too. I think
That is,
I think I think Knock Loose is gonna have something new this year. That's gonna be huge. I think I can't I dude there's I am still I'm gonna be honest, I'm still hungover from last year. Last year was tough. I spent the first I spent the end of December after we did our best of pick and then the first week or two of January just going back and catching up for another listen on stuff that I never really dug into the Harm's Way album. I only listened to the Jesus Piece album once or twice. I dug into the End album. All that there's so much that came out so fast that I couldn't even. Oh, you know what else I'm looking forward to? Let's be real here. The new Drowner album.
mm-hmm.
I think Gary's the new single Gary did for Memorage. I think that's gonna be fucking great.
Yeah.
Um,
Hopefully we get some new Ashes like Rain.
yep.
So I'm gonna go. I'm in the best new songs on the metal in Apple Music. We have singles by Ministry, so they're putting out a new record. Vitriol's in here with that came out. Ingested's putting a new record out.
Aren't they now a
Skeletal
three-piece or something?
I don't know. The new Of Sulphur's coming out. North Lane's putting out a new record. The new Darkest Hour.
I'm curious about how that Of Sulphur is going to sound.
Darkest Hour.
Yeah.
That's February.
Dude, Mike Schlebaum, that guy can write fucking riffs. He can write riffs, dude.
What else we got here? Dragon Force, give the fuck. The new Abort It comes out in March. Oh, February 9th, the new Profiler full length comes out.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. New Hideous Divinity.
We talked about that single. Yep.
Alluvial put out that EP,
an EP
again,
right? Yeah.
And it's got one new song on it, and that is the official release. So that actually came out in January. There's a new Last 10 Seconds of Life record coming out.
And that's a whole new band, right? Because they basically fell apart and then they reformed, right?
Yeah. New Deicide's coming out.
Yeah.
New Brand of Sacrifice. Looks like Ghost is putting a new record out too. So yeah, every week it gets updated in Apple Music with new tracks.
The bands that and when you listen to that list, Tim, that's all metal, right?
Yeah.
There's all the hardcore stuff that we didn't even touch on. That I don't even. I think we're gonna get a new album from what I think of like Days. I think Domain has an album coming out this year. We'll probably get a new A Knife in the Dark.
Ooh.
I think Exit Strategy is working on something. I think.
Yeah, I mean, there's always records that come out of the blue that you're like, oh shit, okay.
Who else? Who else can we look at?
See, I don't know how Spotify's algorithm works with new releases stuff. That would all be you. I'm assuming they have a thing where it says new songs or something. But
I think they do. Well, you know what? We'll probably get a Foreign Hands full length this year.
Oh yeah.
What's
that? Sharp Tone they're on now?
Days. Oh no, you're right.
Okay.
Sharp Tone. You're right.
I think Mood Ring is going to come out with at least an EP. It looks like like Hunter has been hinting at some stuff.
Yep. Old guests we had, Silenus. They're going to be doing something this year.
Okay.
They were getting ready to announce something, so I think they're going to do something this year. I think Ingrown from Idaho. I think they did a 2-song EP, but I think they have another album that they're working on. I don't know. Maybe we get something from Volcano. I mean, I think if not this year, maybe the end of this year, beginning of next year, we're going to get a full Balmora album. Because did you see the reaction they got at FYA?
Yeah, dude.
Like it was huge. It was huge. And then I listened to the interview the Hardlore guys did with Bob Wilson. And he even said, yeah, we put them on. We actually started the fest early for them so they can get a full 20 minutes. And apparently they killed it.
Shit. Yeah,
So
I didn't
that's-
listen to that episode. I will though.
It's good. It's good. I will give I'll give those two guys credit. They're fun interviewers because they don't take themselves too seriously. But yeah, it's a good listen. But yeah, it was cool to hear Bob talk about that stuff. But yeah, I think we're gonna start hearing Tim. I think some of the stuff that's gonna sneak up on us this year is gonna be the things that fall in that vein, that A Morning Star, Serration, Balmora, sound. I think we're gonna start seeing more of that. I think it's gonna make a comeback.
Yeah, you know what else was put out today? So Sky Came Falling remixed and remastered 1021,
Okay.
which is one of my favorite records of all time. I think that Putney remastered it. He might have remixed it as well, but they put out Laura Palmer from that record today, the remix. Dude, it sounds really fucking good, man.
I'll check that out.
Yeah, they just put out the new artwork they did new artwork and they pressed it on vinyl that comes out soon. Dude, the song is really good. It should be on your Spotify.
All right. I'll check that out. You know what you just made me think of stuff that's coming out this year? Fucking Nails. There's gonna be a new Nails album, and I'm sorry, that last one was fucking a monster. It was a monster.
They're sick live.
I'd be curious to hear. I would not be surprised if Misery Index does something this year because they were kind of quiet last year.
Yeah, they're due.
We're probably due for a Pig Destroyer album, which hopefully it's more what's the one with the hopefully it's more Terrifier than head cage.
I wouldn't mind some more Head Cage though.
Not for me. Yeah, so there's I think that Drowner album is going to be huge. Now the more I think about it, like the songs that we've heard, I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, can't wait for that shit, man. Seriously.
Yeah. Okay, so we got a hell of a year ahead of us.
Yeah, I think we can be done with this. It's still early, so we're good to go.
Awesome. So everybody tune in next week. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. newbreedpodcast@gmail.com, newbreed_podcast on Twitter and Instagram, 267-297-5627.
4627.
4627. I got one number wrong.
Yeah, leave voicemails, man.
yeah.
They're fun.
Leave us a voicemail. We have fun listening to them. And when we do the February episode for what we're listening to, we're going to play them and have a good time. So once again, thanks for tuning in, watching, listening. All you subscribers, thank you so much. Everybody who listens every month, every week, really appreciate it. Until next time, cheers.
Later.